Right, so hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today I'm really just doing a video on what I think about Evatt, what he's done. And we're going to be having a look at some tech improvements to my channel. You may notice I have a new light on behind the camera, you might see the reflection. I'm going to be looking at getting some new microphones after the new year, a new backdrop, so all this will change. It'll be a completely new backdrop. Obviously I have another one in another room as well, where I usually sometimes do a backdrop in there, sometimes using here. It will all change. And also I am going to be looking at my potential Christmas calendar. So it's already filling up. I'm calling it George's Christmas calendar. So far, I'll get into it later, but it is going to be interesting. I almost spoiled everything there. But anyway, let's start with Ian Evatt. So far, well, at the start, Ian Evatt started well. He had a great game against Cardiff, a great game against Peterborough, and it was looking really good. I mean, he did all right against Scunthorpe as well. But it started to slip off, and we're going to have a look at the past 4 games, which are now going to appear on my side. So, in our recent game, we lost 4-2 against Harrogate Town in the EFL Cup, the Virtue Trophy, and that was a really embarrassing game. I mean, we went down 3-0 inside 17 minutes to a team that's currently sitting 23rd in League 2. Now, I don't know about you, but that's really poor. Before that, we lost 3-0 against Reading at home. I mean, that was incredibly embarrassing, wasn't it? I remember sitting through it and going, what on earth? I mean, we did have some terrible linesman decisions, some terrible referee decisions, but come on, that was poor. And we also had a 1-1 draw against Leyton Orient. That wasn't too pretty either, of course. Ashley Fletcher saving us at the death in that game. And then we did, of course, lose 1-0 against Burst. Of course, Jake Beasley scoring a goal there. But we have had some injuries, and it's fair to say that we have. So here's a quick clip from Ian Evatt.
Things are looking a lot brighter on that front, which is obviously pleasing for me. It's we've got Danny back, we've got Albie back, we've got Josh Bowler back. Hobby came through fine on Tuesday, which was important. Dale will be a couple of days behind those guys, so imminent, and then Niall 2 or 3 weeks down the line. So things are looking a lot more positive. Obviously, we're not going to rest on our laurels. We're capable of picking up injuries at any stage, but we're trying very hard to make sure that doesn't happen. But it's great to have those guys back.
So it was just listing really in there what players we have got and what players we are getting back. I suppose I don't know how we're getting all these injuries as well. That is quite a concerning part. So the players that we have got back, let's start with Danny Imre, then we move to Josh Bowler, then James Husband. Of course, I'm glad that we're getting Danny Imre back. He's a big player in there. Josh Bowler, let's hope he can grow into it. James Husband, not seen much of him recently, so can't really make a decision on James Husband there. So he talks about players that are due back. So we do have Dale Taylor, we have Niall Ennis, and yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, Niall Ennis is sort of our biggest player, but yeah, again, he can't really hold his own, can he? Right at the upper of the pitch, he's quite small. Maybe if he had a bit more skill like Dembele, he'd be all right. I'm not too sure. We have got to be looking to January. I've said ever since August, we need to look at January. It is really important. I think we've brought far too many players in August and July, maybe end of June as well. We did bring so many players in, 13 I believe, so we've almost completely, we could play a completely brand new starting 11 compared to last season, which is absolutely wild to think about. So I don't think we should go on a big shopping spree, but I do think we have got some players that we should be getting rid of. So a player I would drop is Lee Evans. So my reason for that is he's looking really poor. And I hate to be horrible towards players. I really hate to. I had a bit of a grudge against Peacock Prowell. I was told by a few fans, stop going after Peacock Prowell. But he was really poor, you must admit, at the start of the season. But anyway, Lee Evans, I don't know what it is. He's just not the general that used to command the midfield like he used to. is just not with it as much anymore. Maybe it's due to his age, he's getting a bit older, but you know, he has been quite poor. And here's another one that I've been quite disappointed with, Emil Hansen. I did a whole video about him as I was really excited about him. Some Birmingham Birmingham City fans were saying on Facebook how if he didn't get injured, he'd be a good player. He hasn't got injured, but still, he hasn't shone, has he? I mean, it's just been one of them for him. I just don't think Blackpool's worked out for him. I'm not saying he's a poor player, but he's probably right, and he probably will get recalled. Ash Fletcher is a tough one, is because, you know, he scored a few goals, but yet he isn't brilliant. And it's just a shame. He just can't hold the ball. For whatever reason, he's just not clicking. You know, it's just one of them. I just haven't thought he's right ever since the Crawley game all the way back in August 2024. I just haven't felt like he's been brilliant. And here's my maybes. So on my maybes list, I have got Zach Ashworth, and Michael Ihiekwe. Michael Ihiekwe, he's had one good game, and no further comment. Zach Ashworth puts the effort in. I just think he might need another loan spell, or maybe it is time that we do cash him in and get funds for the end of the season. So now after that long part of the video, it's time to move to the most exciting part of the video, and that is George's Christmas calendar. I know you're all eagerly awaiting it. So on the 13th of December, we will have Lincoln City at home. I will be going to that. And here's a potential. So I did say a few weeks ago, as I was planning on maybe going to a few more away games this season, well, it was quite a few months ago now, ever since about beginning of October, maybe late September, I've gone, you know what, we might not bother with away games this season because the form is just shocking. Do I want to sit in an away game where Blackpool get battered? It was really hard. It's really hard sitting at home games at the moment watching Blackpool get battered. So do we want to go to away ones? But I could potentially go to Wigan, as it will be the last game before Christmas Day. And I also have been thinking I could do a Christmas Eve special where it's a sit down to basically talk about what the January transfer will probably be my big topic there. And then there's a Boxing Day special, of course, against Doncaster. And on the 29th, of course, we have got Rotherham at home. And I did notice that we have Rotherham away on the 9th of December, and we have them at home on the 29th. So we've got Rotherham in the same month, which is really bizarre. And then also I've been thinking about December the 31st, New Year's Eve. I have been thinking about doing a potential live stream. I might have another pop at that and do another live stream, a sit down and a look back at 2025. So I am now going to come to the final part of this video, and that is I'm going to talk, well, I've just wrote on there, talk about tech updates. So I've got a new light, of course, as you might have noticed. I'm thinking about getting new microphones for my video. I'm not brilliant with tech, but I have been thinking about new microphones and a new backdrop, as I've already mentioned. I might have already mentioned, not too sure. You might see all this change in the background, and that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I think about a backdrop behind me, maybe a lectern as well, standing instead of sitting. I just don't know. I might have a bit of a play around with a few things as well, just to make these videos more interesting. Because you might have noticed I've recently passed, and thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed also, there's a button down there that says subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you did subscribe. I've hit 500 subscribers, and I've always wanted to give back to the town, to give back to Blackpool FC. So, you know what, I'm going to push for 1,000 subscribers to deliver the cutting-edge content, the no-nonsense content that Blackpool FC fans want. The content where I will cut down to the bare facts, and I will deliver you my honest thoughts, really, because this is what I am doing. Thank you for watching today. Of course, let's hope things improve as far as Evatt's concerned. I'll put together this Christmas calendar. I should be getting it to you within the next week. And if I don't, well, that's on me. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.